everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to No Creek Farms. Now if you're observant, you'll notice our money's gone down by exactly $125,000, which can only mean one thing: the 8410 is ours. And so too is the 12-row planter on the back. So thank you for all of those who gave me their advice and suggestions. So we have decided we will keep this tractor on the farm, keep the planter on the farm. However, we have got rid of the seeder, or sent the seeder back to the dealer. As I think a few suggested, it really isn't needed. We can plant our soybeans and corn with this. The seeder is only really helpful for canola or any of our other cereal crops, the wheats and barleys if we need some straw. But certainly corn and soybeans are our mainstay on the farm. So there really wasn't any need to keep a big seeder, so we've got rid of it. So that's quite exciting. So there's a little bit more seed on the trailer there. That was the seed that was in the seeder. So we've put that on there and got that ready to go and do some planting. So I think we might head down to the back of the farm, get the big field down there planted today. But first, I had a call from the milk dealer, and there's a good price on milk at the moment. So I'm going to go and fill the milk tanker up and get a load sold. I'll just show you on our animals tab here. 19,000 litres of milk, so about 5,000 gallons. With the 93 cows we have now, they're certainly producing milk at a lot higher rate. They're also producing new animals at quite a high rate too, every 13.5 hours. So every couple of in-game days we're getting, two animals almost every in-game day, just a little over. So that's good as well. Anyhow, I'll get this filled up, go and get some milk sold. We've also still got the corn in the gravity wagons that I need to figure out what we're going to do with. Still not decided whether we'll take it out of the wagons and put it in a bin, or whether we'll transfer it straight to the truck and go and get it sold. But I'll have a think about that and we'll get back and make our mind up. But let's get this filled up and down to the milk sell point. Almost 23 grand for that tank of milk, so that just about recovered the money we spent on the new planter, 27.5 grand. That's nice to have spent some money and get some straight back. The other thing I've been thinking about buying is a couple of things actually. A larger feed mixer. So I've seen a 100,000 litre mixer advertised, which is twice the size of the one we have at the moment. It was about 20 grand I think, so if we traded the one we have in, could be worth the purchase. The other thing was we still have some grass work to do. Got 3 areas of grass we need to mow. So I was considering either replacing the hay bine or with a butterfly mower setup front and back, or just buying a front mower and reconfiguring the 4840 with a front 3-point hitch and turning that into more of a grass work tractor rather than the cultivation tillage tractor, because the 8410 and the 8960 have that role covered. But something to think about. But I'm going to get back to the farm and then I think we'll head down and start planting that backfield. I'm still thinking about what we do with the corn. I haven't forgotten about that. Alright, down here in the back of field 13, down the back of the farm, got the planter here all unfolded and ready to go. So we'll make a start on getting some soybeans planted in here. I had the worker was going to catch up with me soon. They're going to bring the pickup down with the trailer and all the seed and fertilizer on it, so if we need to top up we'll have some down here. But I'm just going to crack on to getting some of this planted. We'll just put this onto a bit of a time lapse and we'll catch up with you again soon. so that's pretty much twice around the field. Then we are right here next to the trailer, the workers brought down. I'll just get backed in here and get some more seed and fertilizer put in. There we go, just topping off the fertilizer. Make sure we can get the seed in as well. There we go. Seed going in, I can see the hoppers filling up. Here we go. Alright, well, I might just shoot straight over here and we'll start doing some of these short rows, but I'll carry on with the time lapse.
Play on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my with the wind blowing in my hair, I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I I'm not heading for the stars, driving down this boulevard tonight. Yeah, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I
go. Just coming up on the end of the last row here, so that hasn't gone too badly. It's taken about an hour or so to get done. Certainly a lot quicker with this planter than it would have been with our smaller planter. But we'll just get to the end here, there we go, and get everything lifted up, folded up, and head back up to the yard. So we'll have to come back down at some stage and give these another application of fertilizer once they've germinated, and no doubt we'll end up having to come down and control some weeds. But it's good to get that field planted, and just have to think about what we're going to do with this big field again next time when we get it planted as well. Let's get back up to the yard and then we'll move on to the next task. Right, back up the yard, giving the tractor and planter a bit of a clean off first. Certainly got pretty muddy and dirty down in that field. So we'll just get this done really quick. And then I've been thinking about that corn. I think I'm just going to leave it in the bins and use one of the tractors to run it down to the sell point. I don't think it's worth getting an auger out and transferring it into the truck. So we'll just do that in a moment as well. Go and get that sold and out of the way. And I'm also going to get the worker to head over and plough the cornfield that we'd harvested. Field 17 I think it is from memory. So we'll get that done, and then I am going to have a look at the 4840 and see if we can get it set up for running a mower. And I think I might buy a second mower just to try and get the grass cut a little bit quicker. Get a mower, and I also might look at getting a large V-rake or something like the one we leased a wee while ago when we were doing some hay work. So I'll go and get this all taken off, put the planter away, and we're going to take the 8410 down to the sell point with the wagons. Alright, so a slight change in plans. I've come straight down here with the plough and we'll get the worker going. The reason for that is I was about to get the 8410 hooked up to the cart and go down to the yard or to the sell point. Then thought, hang on, perhaps I should get the 4840, see if I can get it set up with a front 3-point hitch first, and if I can do that then I should use the 4840 to go down to the sell point, because then I can bring a new mower back. So we're going to get the workers set up here, move into the corner, and we'll get them going around the field, and then we'll head back up and have a look at sorting those things out. Alright, so there we go, the work is all underway with the ploughing, so I will leave them to that. I've just remembered, of course, that the pickup's just over here, so I'm just going to head over and we'll take that back up to the farm, to the yard, and then we'll head down to the sell point. Right, so we've got the 4840 here in the workshop, and I'm just going to have a look through what our options are. So there we go. Got the option for a 3-point hitch on the front there. I'm not sure, I can't see if that's got a PTO on it or not. But I think it should be able to run a mower. We'll go and test it out. So we'll go do that. That's going to cost us $3,800. But at the same time, I do just want to take this back down to, you don't need big wide tyres, you need forestry tyres. I think if we just go to some standard tyres front and back. And I do wonder, do we put a GPS on it? If we're going to use it for mowing, I think I might put the GPS on it as well. Right, so let's go with that. Customize that there. Alright, look at that. Wheels off and a hitch on the front. So I'll go and get the gravity wagons hooked up and we'll head down to the sell point and get some corn sold, and then look at getting some getting a new mower, front mount mower. Alright, there we go, just getting the corn offloaded down here at the sell point. So the money is slowly going up. We'll just keep an eye on the sight glass on the side here, and be able to see when it gets down to almost empty and see how much we got. There is a little bit obviously in the second wagon, not too much though, but yeah, we'll check back in a second. Alright, so just on 15 grand for that first wagon load. There's a decent amount in here, 166 bushels. Another 3.5, so about 17.5 grand, so pretty much enough to pay off the modifications we just made to the tractor. is nice. We'll go and park up out at the front at the shop and go in and have a chat to the guys inside, see what they can offer. Alright, and there we go. Got this John Deere FC313 front mower. It does have a rear butterfly mower we can upgrade to later, so once we've got this one up and running with the haybine, in the future we might look at upgrading that, but let's try and get this hooked up onto the tractor. I'll just drop the wagons off there so we can just manoeuvre a little bit easier and then go back and pick them up. Before we head down back to the farm, I am just going to check that it's going to work, so we'll unfold. There we go, it's turned on. That's good news. Good news indeed. Right, let's get back up here. Get back to the farm, and then I think I might head down to the field right down the back, the one that we're going to plough up, and start off by getting that mowed, so we can at least get the grass taken off that and get the paddock ploughed up further. Back at the yard, just getting a bit of diesel topped off in the 4840. We'll just come around the corner here, get back done and get the haybine hooked up. Then I think we'll be ready to go down and do a bit of mowing. I did have a chat to the guys down at the store while I was down there, and they're going to keep an eye out for me for some options for a rake, and give me a yell when something comes in, or when they have something available that might suit our operation. So that's good that we can possibly pick something new up there, or second hand up there. We'll just wait to hear back from them. But I'm going to go down and get set up mowing. Alright, here we are, the moment of truth. So if I just get this unfolded here, get it started up and drop down, we'll start going in here. Before I get too far, looks like it's doing a good job anyhow. But then I need to get the haybine set up. That will start going behind me. We've got that out and lowered. Let's see how we go. Alright, that's looking good. Perfect. That extra width is certainly going to help get some of this grass mown a bit quicker. It was a pretty slow and tedious job just with the haybine, but if we can get this mowed up and then get a rake to make it quicker to collect, it'll certainly speed the process up. Anyhow, I think I will put this onto a bit of a time lapse. You can watch me get this field mowed. I'll catch up with you again soon. Well, as you would have seen, I've been having a few issues with the GPS, having the offset mower on the back made it a little bit trickier to get the lines to work out properly, so I'm just going to manually drive this for now, and it'd probably work quite well if I had a butterfly mower on the back. So maybe we'll have to look at getting that a little bit sooner rather than later, particularly the speed this A-Bine runs at compared to if I was running a normal mower. Might be something else to think about in the not too distant future, but anyhow, I'll carry on, get this all finished off, and you would have seen also the worker finished ploughing the field. We'll get this done and then have a look and see if we'll start mowing anything else or not. Alright, last little bit of this field, just getting done now. I might go over and do that little bit over the other side, and might as well turn that into a arable strip, I think. Go have a look. We'll at least mow it, and we can decide once it's mowed and picked up whether we leave it as a grass piece or make it part of this field. I'm a little bit awkward to could have looked at rearranging the farm track to go around the edge, but where this fence, little bit of fence here juts out, doesn't make it very practical. Anyhow, I'll get this done really quickly and then we'll get back up to the yard. Alright, there we go. Just getting everything turned off, bolted up, and we'll head back up to the yard. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this grass yet, whether I'm going to pick it up with the forage wagons and put it into one of the silage bags, or whether I'm going to ted it and turn it into hay. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I should do. I've got lots of silage up there. There's plenty of silage in the bags already. We've also got a decent amount of hay bales in the shed, but I might look at doing hay just because we seem to use that a lot more in the TMR, the sort of higher percentage of the mix. But yeah, I'll have a think about that. Alright, so there we go. That's the mowers put away in the shed. We'll just get around the corner here, and I'm just going to have a quick tidy up around here, get that sprayer put away, pull that trailer out, but I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me just doing that, just moving, juggling a few vehicles. So I think that's a good spot to end this episode off. We'll make some decisions about what we're going to do with the grass next time, and we'll have to look at maybe getting some more crops planted. So anyhow, that's all from me. I'll catch you in the next one.